Astronauts, Kilimanjaro, and a peace of mind. I met the astronomer over a year ago, and yesterday we met up again for a cup of coffee. The atmosphere around us was pregnant with hope and fresh ideas. I told him about the success I have been experiencing on the YouTube channel. So after our visit, I decided to make a video for him in English, as he is Canadian, just to celebrate our friendship. Do you ever celebrate your blessings? I have seen the more we celebrate, the more we show appreciation for our blessings we receive. It is as if the blessing is then accelerated and expanded. One of the most valuable lessons my friend has taught me is how to dream, how to think big. He watched the moon landing in 1969. He actually still has a copy of the newspaper and decided there and then, at a very young age, that he wanted to become an astronaut. He was in a family of 12 boys and 2 girls. Most of his siblings never even completed school. He tells the story that his father used to accuse him that he was lazy for finishing school, because all the brothers were already making money at the age of 13 as masons. Leaving school and just pursuing something worthwhile with their time, like making money. My friend the astronomer had the most colourful life up to date. Having worked on all the continents, he never made it to being an astronaut due to a medical condition. As I've heard, the recruitment is very tough. I actually think it's the toughest occupation, just next to becoming a president. But he excelled at being an astronomer, planting pregnant seeds of dreams everywhere where he went, allowing people to dream, stirring them to revisit bucket lists and hopes of kindergarten. His favorite phrase is, "Where would you like to end up, and how would you like to get there?" May we also strive to be this for people, to stir the dreams deep within them. He never stopped dreaming. He is passionate about everything he does. I met him on an outreach his company hosted, Heart Raya, and he was explaining and demonstrating all the mundane equipment in such a comical and entertaining way that I decided right there and then that I wanted him as my coach. I wanted more of his positive energy. In my very basic knowledge of physics and astronomy, I understand his company, Heart Raya, a radio observatory satellite. Please have grace on me if I make any technical mistakes on explaining it. As a way of receiving the radio waves emitted by stars and planets. They then observe the radio waves, and with these they can detect new stars being born, stars dying, and the stays of stars, amongst many things. But the way he presented it was just so creative and thought-provoking that I was just so intrigued. How can one person make squibbly lines sound so exciting? You get people that will see the wonder in everything, and he was definitely one of them. He not only saw the wonder, the beauty, and the huge impact in the work his company was doing, he was making all of us excited about it too. I actually think that he would be the best evangelical teacher. If we can preach and spread the gospel in the way he was selling his company, I'm sure that Loftus would not be big enough to host all the new weekly believers. He decided last year to make a trip to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, to stir the people there to build a telescope on top of Kilimanjaro for radio observation. I was invited to join him on the trip as being part of the camera crew, and the way that he inspired all the locals, from highly qualified academics, tourism pivotal players, government officials, just the way and how he believed in his dream. Each day we would have a different audience, and for each audience his message was different. For the physics sages, he included loads of physics terms, For the tourism officials, the angle was profit, and the government's selling point were power, influence, and status. And upon recollection, it made me think of Paul, where he stated in 1 Corinthians 9 verse 20, that for each target audience he presented the gospel in a different way. This was a concept that the astronomer definitely grasped, but the most amazing reaction that occurred on that Tanzanian trip, he stirred my dream so deep within me that I started actively working on my dream of opening up a house of emotional hope for emotional traumatized women. I will post the video here below. Maybe we all need that final nudge, push, or encouragement to live in the fullness of what God has predestined for us. May you also receive your motivation, even if it is as radical as mine, while we were sitting in a boardroom discussing a telescope on Kili. One of the other lessons he taught me was, what are you looking for life? We all think that we are looking for a person, a place, or a thing. But actually, what we are looking for is a peace of mind. We hope that the person, a place to visit or to stay in, a thing like a new car, a new title, a new handbag, a new phone, either or would bring us the contentment, happiness, peace, and then we find it. We find the people, place, or thing, and there are still a hollow emptiness and disappointment inside us. I think we all have it wrong. I used to believe in chase dreams, not people. But even sometimes when that dream does come true, you are still in a little bit empty inside. It's like a hollow victory. And this will be my new motto in life. Just searching for that peace of mind, for that absolute peace, the peace that surpasses all understanding. Just to search for it and then actively pursue it. And when I find it, I will treasure it and I will guard it. I'm grateful for people like the astronomer that shares his insight and golden nuggets with me, that enriches my life with dreams, hope, and peace. May we all have people like him in our life.